A nice fair. It was a windy Saturday as neighbors arrived at the annual fall fair. Katie and her younger brother Sean were setting up their booth at the far end of the field, near the stage. They'd spent days preparing painted birdhouses to sell, and now they arranged them, talking about the events planned for the day. Katie was placing each birdhouse in neat rows when Sean asked, "Do you think anyone will buy these?" "Of course," Katie replied. "Last year, we sold out before noon, remember?" As they organized their display, music from the nearby stage started up. Families were arriving, kids were running around, while parents waited in line for fresh cider and hot donuts. Katie was chatting with a couple of friends when she heard a loud crash behind her. She turned to see that Sean had knocked over a whole stack of birdhouses while he was reaching for his water bottle. "Oh no," he exclaimed, looking horrified. "I was just grabbing a drink," said a worried Sean. Katie sighed as they both bent down to gather the birdhouses. While they were busy reorganizing, the fair's announcer came over the speaker. "All booth owners, the pie eating contest will start soon. Head over if you want to join." Immediately, Sean's eyes glowed. "Katie, can I join? Please?" She hesitated. "We still have to fix the booth." But Sean was already halfway across the field, joining a group of kids at the contest area. Katie shook her head, watching him disappear into the crowd. She quickly arranged the remaining birdhouses alone, determined to make it look nice before any customers arrived. Just as she was finishing, her friend Mark walked up. "Need help?" he asked. "I would love some," Katie replied, sighing. Sean was helping, but now he's at the pie-eating contest. Mark laughed, grabbing a few birdhouses to place on the table. "I heard the pies are pumpkin this year. He won't last 2 minutes." Just then, a loud cheer came from the crowd at the contest. Katie and Mark both looked over, trying to see what was happening. As it turned out, Sean was now sitting at a table with 5 other contestants, a half-eaten pie in front of him. His cheeks were stuffed, and he looked like he was struggling, but determined. "While he's trying not to burst, we might actually sell a few things," Mark teased, and they both laughed. By noon, the fair was bustling, and Katie had already sold several birdhouses. She was counting the money they'd made so far when she noticed Sean coming back, looking exhausted and covered in pie crumbs. "How did it go?" she asked, barely hiding her smile. Sean groaned. "I made it halfway before I couldn't eat anymore." Katie chuckled. "Well, while you were busy eating, I was here running the booth alone." "I'll make it up to you," Sean promised, grabbing a cloth to help clean up a small spill. The afternoon continued, with the siblings working side by side, their booth becoming a popular spot among fairgoers. As evening approached, Katie and Sean watched the last few people walking past, their arms filled with bags of treats and handmade birdhouses. "It was a great day," Katie said, leaning back in her chair, satisfied with their work. "Yeah," Sean agreed, stretching his arms. "But next time, I'm not entering any contests. I'll stick to helping you." Katie laughed. "Good plan," she said. "Maybe we'll make twice as much next year with you sticking around." The end.